Hey, welcome to Integrative Preparedness. I'm Steve Smith. Before I get into this isn't their first war, just a couple of things. Welcome to all the new people. Just a couple of things about that. I love having you here. Hope you enjoy the content, and you will learn a lot by reading the comments down there. As I say every time, I lay claim to having the smartest commenters on YouTube, and every time I read the comments, it just reinforces that claim, at least in my mind. Occasionally I get a moron who sticks out, like a big clown. Had one yesterday. I want to tell you all about that, just so that, not warning you all about it, because I know you all are fine people. I just want to assure you that I won't put up with junk if these people come in and start messing things up. Yesterday I was looking through the comments, and I don't even remember what I called that last one, but a guy from one of the other channels, smart guy with a great channel. I won't mention which one it is here because it doesn't matter, but he left a comment, and some idiot came on and made some disparaging remark about him. I didn't see it for a while, and by the time I saw it, because I don't constantly monitor this through the day, and by the time I saw it, there were like 13 comments on this, and I said, boy, that must really be interesting. So I checked it, and what it was is this idiot had made a disparaging comment about this other creator. And the creator, who is a wit in himself and not one that you would really want to argue with, came back at him, and didn't come back at him rude, came back at him very, very, I would say, like a surgeon, with a scalpel, going straight to the bone of this guy. And of course, this guy, being an idiot, he just came back with another ridiculous, statement. It just got a me. Well, I went through, and of course I deleted all of the comments by the idiot. I don't remember if I banned him. If I see it again, I will. That just takes another step, and I think I was in a hurry. I didn't delete any of the comments by the creator, and so if you, not the creator, but by the other channel. So if you read through that and you just see his responses in there, I didn't take his responses out because they were funny. It may not make sense to you, but my point on this is I only allow nice people in here. It's like my house. People come in here, and I want everybody to feel comfortable. I want everyone to be able to express their opinions or comments, and not expect that somebody's going to come back and be a horse's ass with them. And when that happens, I invite the horse's ass to leave. Okay. So that's just to let you know, you ought to be able to come in and feel comfortable that when you're in here making comments, nobody's going to jump on. At least, if somebody does, don't worry, I'll get rid of them. I'm the bouncer. I'm the doorman. Okay. So that's number one. Secondly, I put up a couple of things over on Patreon. If you're not with me on Patreon, the link's right down there. And, when you go over there, you'll see why you should be over there, because there's stuff over there you're not going to get here. I put up a couple of things this morning. One, I won't even say what they are, but one of them brought to mind a good point. And they're talking about the oppression that we're living under now, the restrictions, and in there they mention this isn't their first war. And I think that's important to remember. This is, for many people, the first time that they have started to get up to where they have felt enough pressure from that boot that makes them want to stand up against that oppression. And they start, actually, for the first time, many people are starting to recognize that this is government oppression. Before in their lives, they just kind of slough things off and rolled their eyes and complained about it, which, does very little. But now people are starting to understand and recognize the true oppression that is upon us. And so for many of us, not for me necessarily, but for many people out there, this is the first time that a lot of people have actually stood up to resist this. Okay. And so our side is made up mainly of amateurs. The point that was brought out in this other thing that I put up over on Patreon was that this is not the oppressor's first war. Okay. This oppressor, and as a guy who used to be one of the monster's teeth, right, or claws, whichever way you want to see it, this monster has been at war with the American people since way back, until shortly, to be honest, after the Revolutionary War. I saw that Guns Coast to Coast put up one. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. The title was Shays' Rebellion. I have an idea where he's going with that. I did one sometime back on Shays' Rebellion. If you don't know about Shays' Rebellion, go over and watch Guns Coast to Coast. I'm sure he'll cover it very well, and he'll probably talk about that. But look it up yourself. This government has been at war with our people, the American people, since its inception. It doesn't act like it is. It tries to make it sound like we're all on the same team, all in the same game, right? Rah, 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 stars and stripes. Get up, and be a part of the American way and going over across the seas to fight and die for freedom, for patriotism, for all sorts of things, and really about money for the ruling class. And so they like to get us all stirred up, right? That's a bunch of junk. I used to believe it. I used to be a true believer, right? Like I say, I was one of the teeth in the mouth of the monster. I learned my lesson. Should have listened to my father when I was younger, but then who does, right? Hopefully my kids will. This is not their first war. Their war against the American people has been going on for 200 and whatever years we've been around, and they have perfected that by warring around the world and destabilizing. They know exactly what they are doing. They are past masters at this kind of warfare. Now, do we have a chance? Well, what chance do we have if we don't try, right? And all through history, though, it shows, and I'll make a separate one on this, it shows how people who it seemed as if they didn't have a chance were able to rise up and throw off the oppression of the greatest military and government power that has ever been. I'll make a separate one on that. You can probably think of some examples of that yourself. So anyway, realize that I guess the one I made yesterday was rise up and resist or something like that. Anyway, we are in a war, and make no mistake about that. It's one of those deals that they've been at war with us for a long time. We didn't realize it, or many people didn't realize it. I have realized it for a long time, but I'm talking about the people on our side, okay, have not realized this. They're just now learning it. But the other side has always known they were at war with us. Our side didn't know, and now we're starting to understand. Okay, so I know we're going to be talking about this a lot more from now on, because it's getting more and more real and coming right to affect our families. So I'm going to leave it at that. I have to go get a root canal. I just wanted to shoot this really quickly in case afterwards I was talking about this. To get this out there. So you all have a good day. Remember that we prepare well today in order to live well tomorrow. Be nice, be courteous, learn a lot, contribute in the comment sections. Join me over on Patreon if you'd like, because you're going to get stuff over there that you'll like. And remember that you're in a war, and we'd better accept it and start learning how to deal with it. You all have a good day. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.